Hello. I'd like to share my creator progress today. I'm supposed to be getting my wisdom teeth pulled, but the dentist canceled, so I think I'll just play with planets. So I wanted to create some craters as a way to understand how to create discrete terrain features who have a radius or like a maximum impacted area around them, and to throw them, a bunch of them, at the planet to see how fast sort of things would take to render. And right now I think I'm running at around 500 craters, which is not nearly enough. I would like to get into like the tens of thousands, but there's no optimizations done at all. Basically every time a chunk renders, he has to find all of the craters on the entire planet and then apply the heights. Of course, if the radius of the crater is ×2, then he'll sort of circuit that, which made things a lot faster, but it's still not ideal. But what I've been able to do is create this cool little planet that sort of reminds me of RimWorld a little bit. We have something like a tenuous atmosphere going on with the new Hello Worlds VFX library that I added last week, which looks really good, to be honest, on the edges here. And what I've been able to do as well, instead of just randomly placing craters on the sphere, I'm using this Poisson disk sampling library, which you can apply to a shape with a given dimension, and also bias the point distribution with an image or with some other method. And so what I've done is I've gone and taken a noise layer on top of the Poisson disk sampling. I think I could show you that. So I'll have some noise here, and then we generate the Poisson sampled points with a planar projection of a sphere with like 90 degrees north and south and 180 degrees east and west. So this is effectively like a square. And then we can create a lat long coordinates and apply them to three.js with like the vector threes with this lat long to Cartesian method that I wrote a while back to basically save me some effort. And then we get a number of points out of that, which is determined by the fitness of each point. And I sample randomly just like a set number of them, because quite often I get like into 7,000s or 8,000s with this. And then I generate my craters who have a different dimensions, like radius and stuff. And then we have our planet, which is great. So that ends up with having these great clusters of craters. They're sort of distributed in certain areas, like this one is like really bombarded, huh? And I think that makes a really cool, lunar highland effect, which I think is pretty great. So you can cluster your distribution of craters into special areas. And man, it's so dang cool. And these craters are like heavily stylized because I've been playing around with trying to figure out how to make them more interesting looking. Some of them are quite vanilla. So most of these chunks are taking like, half a second to make, maybe up to 1 or 2 seconds, which is not ideal. But hopefully we can speed up these discrete terrain features using some sort of spatial hashing system. Spatial hash. And then we can have like, I don't know, tens of thousands of these. I'd also like to see a better distribution of the size of the craters. But I'm having problems with figuring out how to mathematize that into a function. So I have this random bias function that doesn't seem to be doing what I want it to do. But yeah, thanks for coming to my Creator Talk. Enjoy my planet. Meow.